A few weeks back I showcased the simple Triple EMA plus Stochastic RSI strategy, which gave one of the best equity curves I've ever seen. I mentioned in that video that I will probably create a more complex NNFX-style strategy out of that, and I just did that, but with a twist. For this script I added multiple filter indicators and coded in a way that each indicator can be turned on or off by not ticking a tick box, but by using 0 or 1 as an input value. The same logic applies to choosing what moving average to use. But why I did that? When I optimize a strategy with many filters like our premium scripts, I don't exactly know beforehand which filters will improve the strategy and which not. So I usually have to make a guess at the beginning and then adjust the script on the way. But by making the MA selector and the turn on-off button switchable by using 0 or 1 in its inputs field, using this script with an auto-optimizer tool, you don't have to set manually which filters to use. The auto-optimizer tool will randomly turn on and off the filters and generate backtest results. After sorting these backtest results, it will be clear which filters actually improved the strategy and which didn't. After optimizing the strategy for the BTC/USDT 1-hour chart, the results were fantastic, more than 800% profit with around a 20% maximum drawdown, which is actually much better than the original strategy. So in this video, I will explain how to trade the full strategy manually, what indicators you will need, what are the entry and exit rules. We will also take a deeper look on the backtest results and the strategy ranking spreadsheet. This time I won't share for free the source code of this script, as this one is way more complex, more than 200 lines of code, and took me way more time to code than the usual scripts I share for free. But you can buy this script. By buying the script you will support the making of the free scripts that I usually share on this channel. So if you are interested, check out my Patreon shop, link is in the description, and you can get a 20% off if you are watching this video in the first week with the code EARLYBIRD. And without wasting any time, let's get right into it. So the original strategy was this one, and as I said, this is one of the best equity curves I've seen. It has beautiful uptrends and small pullbacks along the way, which is totally normal. And if we just take a look on the last few months' performance, it is still going up. And this is a free script. I will leave the link to that video down in the description. But I improved this strategy and coded a more complex TradingView strategy script for this. I optimized it for the same time frame and the same asset. So now let's take a look on that, the indicators needed for that, and the rules of the strategy. Okay, here you can see the results for the optimized and improved version of that strategy. We still have a beautiful uptrending equity curve. We more often get a pullback, but it's steadily trending upwards. And it had made much more profits than the original version. Throughout this 4 years, this strategy took 600 trades, generated more than 800% net profit with a 2 profit factor and 21% maximum drawdown. So now let me show you all the indicators needed for this optimized version. I will briefly mention the full strategy script I coded for this strategy and how you can get access to it. As I said, this is a more complex strategy. We will need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 indicators. So let's set them to the chart. First, type in 2 moving average and add this one to your chart. This indicator includes 2 moving averages in one. Then type in NNFX ATR or usual stop loss indicator, add this one. Then SMMA, this is a moving average, the smoothed moving average, or it is often called as the RMA. Then we will need our main entry signal, the Stochastic RSI, add this one, and finally the TDFI, this one. The TDFI is one of the best indicators lately I've been working with. I usually use it in my NNFX strategies. Okay, we got all of the indicators needed on the chart, but of course, as always, we need to change a few settings, so let's do that. Open up the 2MA indicator, this one. Change the first MA type to SMMA. Its length to 140, leave its source at close, and you don't have to worry about this one. For the second MA, change its type to EMA, set its length to 500, leave it at close. In the styles tab, these are my settings. I color the first MA red and the second MA yellow, and disable the plus background. For the SMMA, change its length to 35, leave its source at close. And I colored it purple, but you can color it however you like. For the Stochastic RSI, change its K value to 8, its D value to 3, and the RSI to 45, and the Stochastic to 30. You can leave its source at close. In the styles tab, I unticked the middle band, the lower band, and I changed the upper band to 90. And finally, the TDFI. Its lookback should be set at 65. The filter high and low value should be set at 0.03. And here is its styles tab. Now looking at the full strategy script, this is what it looks like. You can choose the trade direction on the top. Here is the MA crossover filter, which is this indicator. Here you can set up the 3 trend limiters. So this was originally the Triple EMA strategy, but after this optimization it became to a 1 MA strategy. Here we have a distance from moving average filter, which is actually not used for this optimization, but I thought I would leave it in because I think you will like it. And for another optimization I actually used it. Here's the stochastic RSI indicator, this one. This will give us our main entry signals, and it is used here. The TDFI filter here, the stop loss and take profit levels, and at the bottom the risk management. You can also choose if you want to use it or not, and if you want to use the initial capital, so a non-compounding version, or the current capital, which is the compounding version. In this case I am using non-compounding with 5% risk per trade. Okay, let's see the entry rules. This strategy is actually a long only strategy, so we are only taking long trades. And here we have a very long entry signal. For a very long entry, first the 2 moving average, which we set up here, the 140 length SMMA and the 500 length EMA. Those are these 2 lines. So the fast moving one, the 150 length SMMA, should be above the slow moving one, 500 length EMA. And that's the case. Then the price needs to be above the 35 length SMMA, which is this purple line. We need to see a cross up on the stochastic RSI. If I zoom in a bit, you can see that occurred here. And that cross up should be under the 90 level, which is signaled with this white line. And finally, the TDFI needs to be above the 0.03 level, so it needs to be green. All of the rules are met for a very long entry. We can enter into a long position at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. I forgot to mention the take profit and the stop loss settings, so go to the left side and open up the NNFX-ATR settings. Change the X value to 5, the TP value to 8, and the SL value to 4.5. So this is the length or period, the take profit multiplier, and the stop loss multiplier. In the styles tab, make these adjustments, untick these boxes, and change the line styles to step line. Okay, so now we can see our stop loss and take profit levels. The stop loss will be at the lower NNFX-ATR line right there, and the take profit at the upper NNFX-ATR up here. Okay, so that's the setup. But with this script and this strategy, we allow entries up to 10 trades even if we are currently in an open position. That's why you can see another trade entry right here. So let's take a look on that. Price is above the 35 SMA. The moving average cross is still signaling a buy, so the fast moving one, the 140 length SMMA, is above the 500 length EMA. On the stochastic RSI, here is the 90 line. And we got a cross up well below the 90 line right here, which is a long entry signal, and the TDFI is green above the 0.03 level. So all of the rules are met for a very long entry here. We enter there, stop loss will be at the NNFX line, and the take profit at the upper NNFX line around there. Our script makes it visible, so you can see this green line whenever the take profit and the stop loss changes. Keep in mind that after a trade is set up, its take profit level and stop loss levels will be fixed throughout either gets hit. It doesn't matter if we get a new valid entry. The new valid entry will have its own separate fixed take profit and stop loss levels, so it won't cause any problems. And we get multiple more valid entry signals like this one, this one, this one, this, and finally this. And here you can see all the trades that we previously opened getting a move towards their take profit levels and hitting their take profit levels after one another. So on this candle we got 3 hits. You can see one here, 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 and here. On this candle another 3 take profit levels hit. Here another one, and on this candle another one. So that's basically the strategy. Now as you can see, this strategy includes a lot of indicators. It will be pretty hard to monitor it on your own. So I recommend you, if you have any coding experience with ChatGPT, go to ChatGPT, try coding it. It probably won't be easy. I spent around 1.5–2 days coding this whole strategy, but it's possible, it's doable. Or if you want to take the easy route, you can buy this script from our Patreon shop. I will leave a link to that down in the description. You will get the full open source strategy script, this one. You will also get the original strategy optimization, which I showed at the beginning of the video, this optimization, and another optimization that uses another filter, the distance from MA filter. If you bought the script and you are confused about that filter, feel free to contact me through Patreon in a private message. I will explain you how it works. So now let's take a look on the backtest results. For the backtest, I will be using our own position sizing method, which is to risk a set percentage of your account on each trade. So that is turned on with a 1. I am risking 5% on each trade, and I am using the 0 position sizing option, which is the initial capital based. So this is the non-compounding position sizing. In the properties tab, don't care about this section because our position sizing overrides it, only set the initial capital. I've here set it to 1 million, but you can change it to any value you like. The pyramiding is set to 10, which means that we allow up to 10 trades to be opened after each other, before the trade needs to be closed. The commission is set to 0.1%, and the slippage is 2 ticks. And here are the results on the BTC/USDT 1-hour chart for the last 4 years of price data. Now, as I mentioned, this equity curve is amazing. If I would draw a straight line from the start till the end, it would be following that straight line perfectly. Of course, it has its ups and downs, but which strategy doesn't? We got 600 trades, 800% net profit, almost a 60% win rate, 2 profit factor, and 21% maximum drawdown. Clicking on the buy and hold equity curve of BTC, it is clear that our strategy outperforms it easily. But let's take a look on a few other time frames. So this is the 30-minute. Now it is around the break-even level. But that's normal. I only check the lower and higher time frames to see at least a break-even result. That gives me some extra confidence in the strategy. What about the 2-hour? And yeah, that is profitable too. Has a nice equity curve, but the buy and hold outperforms it. So it's best to stick to the 1-hour chart. Now let's take a look on a few other cryptocurrencies. For example, ETH. ETH is profitable. Let's see Sol. It is profitable too. What about Doge? Doge is break-even. What about Link? Link is losing. And ADA? ADA is break-even. So the strategy is the best on BTC and ETH. Let's bring that back. I forgot to mention one extra option this script has, and that is this reverse mode. So if you want to use the stochastic RSI in a reverse mode, so for example, if you set it to reverse, and the long limit level is 90, it means that long entries are only allowed on cross-ups above the 90 level and not below it. Simple as that. To close out the video, let's take a look on the strategy ranking spreadsheet. And here's the strategy ranking spreadsheet, and today's strategy is the NNFX Triple EMA plus Stochastic RSI strategy on the BTC/USDT 1-hour chart. In this spreadsheet you can find all the results on the 4-year backtests, so it's easier to compare one strategy to another. Here are the number of trades, the net profit, profit factor, win rate, and the maximum drawdown, and at the end I will leave the YouTube link of this video and the link from where you can buy the script. With the 800% net profit results, this strategy took the 5th place out of the 30 strategies I have tested so far on the TradeSmart AI channel. I think this placement is pretty good, but of course these are only the in-sample optimized backtest results. What is really important is how the strategy performs after the optimization date. So if you are using this spreadsheet, make sure to check the after optimization results, because it is always possible that I overfitted the strategy or it is just not profitable anymore. Once we reach the 2K subscribers, I will do another special video, just like the one I did at the 1K, and I will go over the strategies that have the best performance after their optimization date. And that wraps up today's video. Don't forget to support the channel with a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Also, if you want to support the making of the free strategy scripts that I usually share, buy the script I presented in today's video from our Patreon shop, link is in the description. If you want to see another complex strategy script like this one, check out this video, or if you are only interested in free strategy scripts, check out this video. As always, thank you all for watching, have an amazing day, and until next time, trade smart.